bachcho, let's see the question. So the question says an antibiotic resistant gene of plasmid vector which gets inactivated due to insertion of alien DNA helps in the selection of. So the four options are transformants, second is recombinants, third is non-transformants, and the fourth one is 2 and 3 both. So इस question के लिए the key concept is to firstly understand what is recombinant DNA technology. So this is an easy question. Let's begin by first understanding the key concept. So recombinant DNA टेक्नोलॉजी एक ऐसा टेक्नोलॉजी है जिसे हम यूज कर सकते हैं टू ऑल्टर द जीन और मैनिपुलेट और मॉडिफाई द जीन. So it is a technique of gene alteration or gene modification. So with this technique, we can insert the gene of our interest into the genome of the host organism. So recombinant DNA technology में कुछ essential requirements होते हैं. So one of the essential requirements are the restriction enzymes. So restriction enzymes are endonucleases which can cleave the DNA at a specific site. So restriction enzymes की मदद से हम एक जीन को या एक पार्ट ऑफ डीएनए को स्पेसिफिकली रिमूव कर सकते हैं फ्रॉम द जीनोम सो दैट वहां पे जो जगह खाली है बिकॉज ऑफ द रिमूवल ऑफ दैट जीन वी कैन एड अनदर स्पेसिफिक जीन. Now, the other requirement for recombinant DNA technology are cloning vectors. So the most common cloning vectors which are used are the plasmid vectors. So cloning vectors are used for the transfer of the gene of our interest from one organism into the host organism. अब हर cloning vector के कुछ requirements होते हैं. So हर cloning vector में first of all essentially एक origin of replication होना चाहिए so that this vector can replicate inside the host organism. Secondly, cloning vector में होना चाहिए restriction sites so that the restriction enzymes can act upon these restriction sites to remove a part of the vectors. And in that part, another gene from different organism can be added. And thirdly, cloning vectors should have a selectable marker. Ab in case of plasmids, the most common selectable marker which is used is the antibiotic resistant genes. So एंटीबायोटिक रेजिस्टेंट जीन्स अगर क्लोनिंग वेक्टर्स में प्रेजेंट है तो हम उसे एज सिलेक्टेबल मार्कर यूज कर सकते हैं. तो अब हमें सिलेक्टेबल मार्कर्स की क्यों जरूरत होती है? So selectable markers are used to identify whether the cloning vector is a recombinant or not. So अगर antibiotic resistant gene inactive है, then that means that the selectable marker is non-functional. That is, the cloning vector is a recombinant because the gene of our interest has entered or has been attached into the cloning vector, and therefore the antibiotic resistant gene has been, so the structure of the antibiotic resistant gene has been hampered due to the insertion of the gene of our interest into this vector. So that is why we can say that agar antibiotic resistant gene inactive hai, so that means that this vector is a recombinant vector. Secondly, agar antibiotic resistant gene एक्टिव है तो इसका मतलब है कि उसके स्ट्रक्चर को कोई हैम्पर नहीं हुआ है, दैट इज द जीन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट हैज नॉट एंटर्ड द एंटीबायोटिक रेजिस्टेंट जीन, देयरफॉर in these cells they are non-recombinant vectors. So we can say that selectable markers are used to identify the recombinant vectors or cells. So now if we come back to the question, then the first option says transformants. So हम recombinant DNA technology में transformants का बात नहीं करते हैं. So this is incorrect. Second is recombinants. So this is the correct answer because we saw that the selectable marker is used for the selection of recombinants from the non-recombinants. क्योंकि अगर gene of interest is getting inserted into the selectable marker, तो वो inactive हो जा रहा है. Now the third one is non-transformants. So again this is incorrect because हम non-transformants नहीं but recombinants या recombinants के selection में ये use करते हैं. And since the third one option is incorrect, therefore option 4 is also incorrect. So the correct answer for the given question is option number 2, that is recombinants. So ये हमारा final answer है. Hope you understood this well. Best of luck.